To the citizens of Saudi Arabia, the kingdom has not only lost Prince Naif, the crown prince, but a devoted statesman that has dedicated his life in public service.
It's very important for youth to understand that it's beautiful to have high hopes and dreams, but we need to keep going and never give up if we ever want to reach even close to it.
From humble beginnings to global recognition, the story of Ameera Al-Taweel is like that of Cinderella. Once an ordinary girl in a small Saudi town, she would go on to capture the attention of royalty, find herself in the limelight, and eventually be christened the Princess Diana of the East. Why is she named Diana of the East? Join us as we unravel the story of Ameera Al-Taweel. The Cinderella beginning. Ameera bint Aden bin Naif Al-Taweel Al-Otaibi, born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on November 6, 1983, is a respected supporter of charitable causes and a strong advocate for the empowerment of women. Her rise from a humble background to international prominence serves as a shining example of how education, determination, and unwavering dedication to societal progress can lead to success. Ameera was born into the Otaiba tribe and experienced many changes in her family life during her childhood. After her parents split, she was brought up by her mother and grandparents in Riyadh. This upbringing taught her about responsibility and inspired her to make a difference in her society. With outstanding academic achievements, she completed her business administration degree with high honors from the University of New Haven. This education provided her with the tools and understanding to navigate challenging social and economic environments and set the stage for her charitable efforts in the future. When Ameera turned 18, her life changed significantly after meeting Prince Al-Walid bin Talal during a school paper interview. Despite a 28-year age gap, their connection led to marriage in 2008. Throughout their marriage, Ameera took on the role of vice chairperson and head of the executive committee for the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation. In this position, she spearheaded various humanitarian projects with a focus on alleviating poverty, providing disaster relief, and promoting interfaith dialogue. Ameera's time at the foundation was characterized by hands-on involvement, including the inauguration of the Al-Walid bin Talal Village Orphanage in Burkina Faso and assisting flood victims in Pakistan. These efforts highlighted her dedication to addressing immediate humanitarian needs and fostering sustainable development in the long term. Despite their amicable divorce in November 2013, Ameera's commitment to philanthropy and social reform remained steadfast. However, rumors started circulating regarding the divorce. One of the most significant elements in their separation appears to have been their differences in vision and lifestyle. Ameera was widely recognized as a progressive reformist, strongly advocating for women's rights, education, and social change in Saudi Arabia. Her aspirations and vocal support for reform often placed her in a unique position as she challenged some of the deeply rooted traditions of Saudi society. Meanwhile, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, though considered one of the more liberal and modern figures within the Saudi royal family, still operated within the framework of the monarchy's traditions. These differing perspectives may have contributed to ideological clashes, as they potentially disagreed on how to navigate the intersection of modernity and tradition within their marriage and public roles. Another potential factor was the age gap and personal differences between the two. Ameera was just 18 years old when she first met Al-Walid, who was nearly 28 years her senior. While their relationship was built on admiration and mutual respect, such a significant age difference could have led to evolving interests and priorities over time. It is not uncommon for individuals in different stages of life to grow apart as their perspectives, ambitions, and personal goals change. Their age gap may have played a role in shaping their outlooks on life, relationships, and their respective roles within Saudi society. Beyond their personal differences, royal expectations and family pressures may have also influenced their decision to separate. Being married to a high-profile Saudi prince brought with it a host of responsibilities and social expectations. Ameera, known for her independent spirit and outspoken nature, was not the typical royal wife who conformed to traditional roles. Some reports suggest that her vocal stance on women's rights and social reforms may have been met with resistance within the royal circles. There could have been expectations for her to take on a more traditional role as a princess, a role that may not have aligned with her ambitions and personality. Navigating these pressures while maintaining her advocacy work might have created tensions within the marriage. Despite these challenges, The divorce between Ameera and Al-Walid was notable for being amicable. Unlike many high-profile separations that turned contentious, theirs was characterized by mutual understanding and respect. Even after their marriage ended, Ameera never spoke negatively about her ex-husband in any interview. Instead, she continued to praise him for his support of women's rights and philanthropy. Similarly, Al-Walid also refrained from making any public statements that would suggest hostility. They even continued to work together on some philanthropic efforts, demonstrating that their split was not fueled by personal animosity, but rather by a divergence in personal and professional paths. Following the divorce, Ameera embraced a new phase in her life, one that emphasized independence and personal growth. She focused even more on her philanthropic initiatives, expanding her involvement in social entrepreneurship and youth empowerment projects. Ameera Al-Taweel, a champion for women's rights. Ameera Al-Taweel is one of the most influential voices advocating for women's rights in Saudi Arabia and beyond. Throughout her life, she has used her platform to challenge societal norms and push for gender equality. She believes that when women are empowered, society as a whole benefits. Her work focuses on 4 main areas: the right to drive, education, economic participation, and legal reforms. For many years, Saudi women were not allowed to drive, which limited their independence and opportunities. Long before the Saudi government lifted the ban in 2018, Ameera was one of the strongest voices pushing for change. She believed that allowing women to drive was not just about convenience, it was about freedom and empowerment. Without the ability to drive, many women struggled to get jobs, go to school, or even handle daily tasks without relying on male relatives or expensive drivers. Ameera argued that if women could drive themselves, they would have greater access to education and employment, leading to a stronger economy and a more equal society. Her advocacy helped bring attention to the issue, and when the ban was finally lifted, it marked a huge step forward for women's rights in Saudi Arabia. Also, Ameera has always believed that education is the key to empowerment. She understands that when women receive quality education, they gain the confidence and knowledge needed to make informed decisions, build careers, and contribute to society. This belief led her to support initiatives that provide scholarships, improve schools, and promote educational reforms that encourage critical thinking. In many parts of the world, including Saudi Arabia, girls' education was often seen as less important than boys' education. Ameera fought against this mindset by funding programs that support young women in school and higher education. She believes that a well-educated woman can uplift her family, contribute to the economy, and help drive progress in her community. For many years, Saudi women faced barriers to entering the workforce. Many companies preferred hiring men, and workplace policies were not always designed to support working women. Ameera worked to change this by advocating for policies that support women's employment, such as affordable childcare, fair workplace practices, and equal opportunities for leadership roles. She also encouraged entrepreneurship among women, helping them start businesses and become financially independent. She believes that when women are financially empowered, they have more control over their lives and futures. Her work has helped open up more opportunities for women in business, technology, and leadership positions. Ameera also understands that real change requires legal reforms. Many laws in Saudi Arabia and other parts of the world have traditionally favored men, making it difficult for women to have the same rights. She has advocated for changes in guardianship laws, inheritance rights, and protections against domestic violence. She believes that legal equality is necessary for real social change. Without legal protection, many women are vulnerable to discrimination, financial instability, and even violence. Ameera has worked with policymakers and organizations to push for laws that treat women as equals, protect their rights, and ensure their safety. Unlike some activists who push for immediate and radical change, Ameera believes in evolution, not revolution. She understands that deep-rooted traditions take time to change, and that lasting progress comes from gradual, culturally sensitive reforms. Her approach has helped bring meaningful change without creating resistance from more conservative parts of society. By working within the system and promoting practical solutions, she has inspired a new generation of women to fight for their rights and take control of their futures. Thanks to Ameera's efforts, women in Saudi Arabia today have more freedom, more opportunities, and more rights than ever before. While there is still work to be done, her advocacy has set the foundation for lasting change and inspired women across the world to continue fighting for their rights. Personal life. After her divorce from Prince Al-Walid bin Talal in 2013, Ameera continued her advocacy work, refusing to step away from the public eye. She focused on expanding her philanthropic reach, engaging in new business ventures, and redefining her role in Saudi Arabia's evolving society. In September 2018, she married Emirati billionaire Khalifa bin Buti Al Muhairi in a private ceremony in Paris. This new chapter of her life saw her balancing family life with her continued humanitarian efforts. In 2019, she welcomed her son Zayed, a milestone that she has kept relatively private, choosing to focus public attention on her professional and social work rather than her personal life. Despite her transition into a more private lifestyle, Ameera has maintained her commitment to progress and reform, continuing to support initiatives that focus on women, youth empowerment, and social entrepreneurship. Philanthropic efforts and initiatives. Beyond her work with the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation, Ameera Al-Taweel has dedicated much of her life to philanthropy and youth empowerment. She has played a crucial role in several organizations focused on creating opportunities, supporting young people, and promoting positive change. Her work has helped bridge gaps in education, employment, and media representation, allowing people, especially the youth, to build better futures for themselves and their communities. Ameera has been actively involved with Silatech, a Qatar-based organization focused on reducing youth unemployment in the Arab world. As a member of the Board of Trustees, she has supported initiatives that help young people find jobs, start businesses, and gain the skills needed for long-term economic success. The Middle East and North Africa region has one of the highest youth unemployment rates in the world, leaving many young people struggling to support themselves and their families. Ameera believes that creating job opportunities is essential for economic stability and social progress. Through Silatech, she has helped develop programs that provide vocational training, entrepreneurship support, and access to financial resources for young people looking to start their own businesses. By investing in youth employment, Ameera is empowering the next generation to become self-sufficient, innovative, and capable of driving economic growth in their countries. She understands that a strong workforce leads to a stronger society, and she remains committed to helping young people achieve financial independence. Ameera's dedication to youth development goes beyond employment. She is also a strong advocate for volunteerism and civic engagement, which led her to co-found Tasami Initiative's Youth Volunteering Center. This organization encourages young Saudis to get involved in their communities and take an active role in solving social challenges. In Saudi Arabia, as in many parts of the world, young people often feel disconnected from decision-making processes and social change efforts. Ameera saw this as an opportunity to empower them to create solutions to issues they care about. Through Tasami, she has helped establish mentorship programs, leadership workshops, and community projects that encourage young people to take initiative and become changemakers. Ameera strongly believes that true progress happens when individuals take responsibility for improving their communities. By promoting volunteerism and social entrepreneurship, she is helping young people develop leadership skills, gain confidence, and contribute to meaningful change. In addition to her work in philanthropy, Ameera has also ventured into the media industry, recognizing the power of storytelling and representation. As the founder and CEO of Time Entertainment, she has worked to produce cultural and educational content that reflects the values and traditions of the Arab world, while also addressing modern issues. Media plays a huge role in shaping public perception and influencing social change. However, for a long time, many mainstream media outlets have portrayed one-dimensional narratives about Saudi Arabia and its people. Ameera saw the need for authentic, diverse, and empowering storytelling that reflects the complexities of Saudi society and showcases its rich culture. Through Time Entertainment, she has helped develop TV shows, documentaries, and digital content that highlight positive narratives and challenge harmful stereotypes. Her goal is to bridge the gap between tradition and modernity, offering content that not only entertains, but also educates audiences about important social issues. By using media as a tool for change, Ameera is ensuring that Saudi culture and identity are represented in an accurate and meaningful way. She understands that media can shape attitudes, influence policies, and inspire people to take action, which is why she continues to invest in projects that promote positive and impactful storytelling. Why she is called Princess Diana of the East. Ameera Al-Taweel has often been compared to Princess Diana due to their shared dedication to philanthropy, humanitarian work, and their modern approach to royalty. Both women broke traditional norms, used their influence to promote social causes, and captured the admiration of people worldwide. Like Princess Diana, Ameera has devoted much of her life to helping the less privileged. Diana was known for her work with AIDS patients, landmine victims, and children's welfare, while Ameera has focused on women's rights, youth empowerment, and poverty alleviation. Both women believed in being hands-on with their charity work rather than just making financial contributions. Ameera has been seen visiting refugee camps, advocating for education, and working with international organizations to create job opportunities for young people. Similarly, Princess Diana was known for personally engaging with people in need, whether it was shaking hands with AIDS patients or walking through landmine fields to raise awareness. Their empathetic and direct approach to charity has drawn strong comparisons. Both Ameera and Diana challenged the expectations placed upon them as royals. Princess Diana was expected to follow the strict rules of British royalty, yet she spoke openly about personal struggles, connected deeply with people, and broke protocol in ways that made her more relatable. Ameera, as a Saudi princess, was also in a position where women were expected to conform to traditional roles. Instead of staying in the background, she became a vocal advocate for women's rights and social reforms. She was one of the first Saudi royals to speak publicly about issues like women's right to drive, education, and workforce participation, much like how Diana used her platform to challenge societal norms about mental health and humanitarian issues. Their willingness to defy expectations and push for progress made them both icons of change. Princess Diana was an inspiration to women around the world, showing that royalty did not have to mean silence and submission. Ameera has followed a similar path by empowering women in Saudi Arabia and beyond. She has fought for education, employment opportunities, and legal reforms that give women more freedom and independence. Her advocacy helped pave the way for changes such as the lifting of the driving ban for women in Saudi Arabia in 2018 and increased female participation in the workforce. Like Diana, she has inspired young women to believe in their ability to create change, regardless of societal limitations. Both Ameera and Princess Diana have been widely admired internationally, with the media frequently covering their humanitarian work, personal lives, and influence. They have both been known for their grace, kindness, and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Ameera's elegance, intelligence, and commitment to social issues have earned her the title of the modern Arab Princess Diana in some media circles. She, like Diana, has used her public image not for personal gain, but as a tool to bring awareness to social causes. Princess Diana's life after divorcing Prince Charles was one of self-discovery, independence, and continued humanitarian work. Similarly, after Ameera's divorce from Prince Al-Walid bin Talal in 2013, she remained active in philanthropy, business, and advocacy. She proved that her influence and purpose extended beyond her royal marriage, just as Diana did after stepping away from the British royal family. Both women reinvented themselves after their marriages ended and continued their missions to help others, showing resilience and strength in the face of personal change. The comparison between Ameera Al-Taweel and Princess Diana is rooted in their compassion, courage, and dedication to making a difference. They both challenged traditions, fought for social causes, and inspired millions around the world. While their lives and cultural backgrounds are different, their impact as role models and humanitarian figures is undeniably similar. Ameera's journey is still ongoing, and like Diana, she continues to be a beacon of hope and change, proving that royalty can be a force for good in the world. Global recognition and awards. Ameera Al-Taweel's work has gained international attention, earning her many awards and opportunities to share her vision on major platforms. She has appeared on well-known media channels such as NBC's Today Show, CNN International, and NPR, where she has spoken about women's rights in Saudi Arabia and other important issues. She has also written articles and participated in interviews to encourage positive change in the region. Ameera has been invited to speak at major events, the World Economic Forum and the Arab Women's Leadership Forum. These opportunities have helped her promote policy changes and cultural shifts that support women's empowerment. She has appeared in various publications such as Newsweek, The Daily Beast, and The Huffington Post, and was also interviewed by Piers Morgan. A special session at the 2011 Clinton Global Initiative called Voices for Change in the Middle East and North Africa featured her sharing her opinions on the current movements for change in the region with U.S. President Bill Clinton. She believes in gradual change rather than sudden transformation. During her address, she stated, "When individuals feel disregarded by their authorities, they resort to protesting in public. Establishing civil society organizations is crucial for maintaining peace in the region, as it provides a platform for people to voice their concerns. Investing in the youth by promoting entrepreneurship is essential for economic growth in the region." She expresses her desire to be one of the pioneering females to drive on the roads of Saudi Arabia. During a 2012 interview with Charlie Rose on Bloomberg, Ameera discussed her efforts in advocating for gender equality and women's empowerment in Saudi Arabia through the Al-Walid Foundations. Prince Khalid cautioned Prince Al-Walid about the need to monitor Ameera's public appearances, warning that further actions would result in consequences without warning. This disagreement ultimately led to their separation. Her efforts have earned her several awards, including the Woman Personality of the Year Award from the Middle East Excellence Awards Institute. She has been recognized as one of the most influential Arab women in various rankings, and was listed by Forbes Middle East as one of the most powerful Arab women. She has also received humanitarian awards for her work in social welfare and women's rights. Through her work, Ameera has influenced policies and changed global views about Saudi women, highlighting their strength and abilities on an international level. Ameera Al-Taweel's humanitarian efforts in Africa. Princess Ameera Al-Taweel has played a significant role in humanitarian work across Africa, particularly in supporting orphan children. One of her most notable contributions was the establishment of the Al-Walid bin Talal Village Orphanage in Burkina Faso, which provides much-needed shelter and support for vulnerable children. In 2008, the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation contributed $400,000 to the construction of an orphanage in Burkina Faso. The project aimed to create a safe and supportive environment for children who had lost their parents, offering them access to housing, education, and healthcare. Princess Ameera personally inaugurated the orphanage, reinforcing her commitment to hands-on philanthropy. The facility, named the Al-Walid bin Talal Village, was designed to go beyond just providing shelter. It focused on giving children a chance at a better future by ensuring they received proper education, medical care, and emotional support. Burkina Faso, like many African nations, faces high poverty rates and a growing number of orphan children due to various socio-economic challenges. The orphanage was established to address these issues by creating a stable and nurturing home for these children. By offering educational programs, the facility ensures that orphans are not just housed, but also equipped with knowledge and skills for a brighter future. Access to healthcare services further helps in improving their quality of life, ensuring that children grow up in a healthier and more secure environment. The establishment of the Al-Walid bin Talal Village Orphanage highlights Princess Ameera's dedication to helping marginalized communities. Her involvement in African humanitarian efforts goes beyond financial contributions. She's consistently shown a deep personal commitment to creating sustainable solutions that uplift disadvantaged populations. By focusing on long-term development rather than temporary aid, Ameera's work continues to have a lasting impact on the lives of orphan children in Burkina Faso and beyond. Through this initiative, she has demonstrated the power of philanthropy in transforming lives and providing hope to those in need. Challenges and achievements. Ameera Al-Taweel has gained widespread recognition. However, being in the public eye has come with its difficulties. She has spoken about the pressures of being in the limelight, explaining that when a cause becomes bigger than oneself, personal time with loved ones often suffers. Despite trying to balance her responsibilities, she has found it challenging to dedicate quality time to family and friends. Alongside her demanding schedule, her outspoken nature has attracted criticism, particularly from some conservative groups in Saudi Arabia. As a strong advocate for women's rights, she has frequently appeared in global media to discuss the status of women in Saudi Arabia and the broader Middle East. She has acknowledged that she has received negative and sometimes threatening feedback. However, she has remained committed to her cause, finding motivation in the positive responses and support for her work. In addition to her advocacy, she is the chairwoman and co-founder of Tasami Social Initiatives Center, which promotes volunteer work across Saudi Arabia. She has noted that when the initiative first started, there were only 800 NGOs in the country. Research conducted by the organization revealed that many young people hesitated to join the nonprofit sector because they viewed it as financially unsustainable. However, through Tassimi's training programs, many young Saudis have since established their own NGOs. She has shared examples of individuals who benefited from Tassimi's support. One such person was Hamza Iskandar, who launched the Number Fight Cancer with a Smile campaign, which gained widespread attention in Saudi Arabia. With Tassimi's help, he established a cancer fighters support center. Another success story was Mohammed Saad, a visually impaired young man with thousands of social media followers, who started an NGO to train visually impaired individuals in using social media. She has described Tassimi's role as providing encouragement and guidance, helping young people turn their ideas into reality. She has also highlighted the positive role of social media in shaping business and increasing women's participation. Speaking at the Wired Women panel discussion during the Abu Dhabi Media Summit, she emphasized how social media provides a free platform where women can express themselves equally, something that the real world often does not guarantee. She has observed that social media has changed perspectives, even among conservative scholars who previously opposed women's public participation. Many of these scholars now engage in discussions with women on platforms like Twitter, creating opportunities for dialogue and change. Addressing challenges that women face in the workforce, she has pointed out the difficulties of balancing careers and home responsibilities. She has noted that many women choose to stay at home to take care of their children, leading to a low percentage of women in top management positions in the Middle East. She has also remarked that working in the media industry is particularly demanding, requiring constant availability, which discourages many women from joining the field. Despite these obstacles, she remains optimistic, seeing progress in the number of women starting their own production companies and advertising agencies. She has stressed the importance of action, warning against a cycle where future generations continue to complain about the lack of opportunities without taking steps to create change. She believes that although individual efforts may seem small, collective action can create a significant impact on society. Her impact in the society. Princess Ameera Al-Taweel has played a significant role in humanitarian work across Africa, particularly in supporting orphan children. One of her most notable contributions was the establishment of the Al-Walid bin Talal Village Orphanage in Burkina Faso, which provides much-needed shelter and support for vulnerable children. In 2008, the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation contributed $400,000 to the construction of an orphanage in Burkina Faso. The project aimed to create a safe and supportive environment for children who had lost their parents, offering them access to housing, education, and healthcare. Princess Ameera personally inaugurated the orphanage, reinforcing her commitment to hands-on philanthropy. The facility, named the Al-Walid bin Talal Village, was designed to go beyond just providing shelter. It focused on giving children a chance at a better future by ensuring they received proper education, medical care, and emotional support. Burkina Faso, like many African nations, faces high poverty rates and a growing number of orphan children due to various socio-economic challenges. The orphanage was established to address these issues by creating a stable and nurturing home for these children. By offering educational programs, the facility ensures that orphans are not just housed, but also equipped with knowledge and skills for a brighter future. Access to healthcare services further helps in improving their quality of life, ensuring that children grow up in a healthier and more secure environment. By focusing on long-term development rather than temporary aid, Ameera's work continues to have a lasting impact on the lives of orphan children in Burkina Faso and beyond. Through this initiative, she has demonstrated the power of philanthropy in transforming lives and providing hope to those in need. Following devastating floods in Pakistan, Princess Ameera traveled to the country to distribute relief supplies and assist in rebuilding efforts. Her direct involvement demonstrated her solidarity with affected communities and helped bring international attention to their struggles. By ensuring that essential resources reached those in need, she played a crucial role in helping families rebuild their lives after the disaster. In response to severe drought and famine in Somalia, Princess Ameera took part in a relief mission to deliver life-saving aid. Working alongside her then-husband, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, she led efforts to distribute food and medical supplies to those suffering from extreme hunger and malnutrition. Her presence and leadership in the mission highlighted her dedication to humanitarian causes beyond her home country, as she worked to provide immediate relief to communities in desperate need. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown